Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 82 of Shattered Earth. In the last episode, y'all fought a bunch of stuff, including, but not limited to, a group of poltergeists, which we are currently in the middle of fighting when the last episode ended. I believe we ended at the top of the round, so we're going to continue initiative here with Chance, who was up first. And playing this.
Well, because I made a bad judgment call and broke the mirror, thinking it was tied to this, and in a different way than it apparently was. Again, apologies about that.
I guess in a question related to that are there shards of glass from the mirror? Where are they? Are they like
all sorts of shards of glass from the mirror on the ground, just in front of where it was hanging on the wall?
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Good to know. Good to know.
I'm gonna go and grab a shard and try and spin it around, try and see if I can reflect something that we're fighting in it.
Sure. So go ahead and make me a perception check, first of all.
Oh. Yep. We're fucked. I'm gonna roll it, but I'm going to fail it. Ain't no way.
I believe in you.
My brother in Christ, I have a negative perception modifier.
I don't know what their stealth checks are, so I'm gonna roll those real quick and see if we can get one. Six. So you do see one thing. Kind of curled around the base of the statue, right in this spot here. There is, for a very brief moment, in the mirror, you see a shadowed, gaunt, cat-like figure duck behind the statue.
Which statue?
This one right here, in this space.
Yeah, I'm out there.
Oh, I need to be on top of there. I was on the jam there.
Did I take my action to get the mirror shard?
No, all of that was part of it. It's all interacting with objects.
Okay, there's no eye in team, but there's, I think, 7 eyes, and I don't care how big the room is, I cast Firewall.
Okay. Alright. Put your
Firewall?
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
It's
Technically, it's summoner.
This is true.
See if I put it here.
Rocket down the hallway.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So let me just. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, well, here. If you do it a certain way, it's smaller than it should be. Here. The easiest way to do it is to go to corner and then just go 20 feet sideways. So like right there was where it basically.
Works for me.
Okay. Cool. Rock fireball. Sounds great.
I reroll. So. 1 to a 1. So yeah, that is the correct.
Oh god, they failed so hard.
That is.
All right. Cool. So, quick enough thinking, rocking a fireball down the hallway. Everything fucking explodes down there. And you hear the wail of 2 unseen assailants as they are both atomized, turned to dust. They're only only CR2 creatures, and at maximum they have 22 hit points. So the one that has not been touched yet is killed immediately, with no recourse. I don't think they would have even survived half damage at this point, right? Because that's 43.
Yeah.
So, I mean, half damage would have been 21. So they would have had to succeed, and they would have survived on 1 hit point, but they didn't. All right, there you go. Combat over. Now we can continue.
Oh my god!
That's all it took, man.
Oh my.
You know, it probably won't be a thing later, but you never know. I'm gonna look around and see if there's like other shards of the mirror. I'm gonna keep one, stashed away just in case. It seems like an unusual mirror shard, so maybe it does something useful, maybe not. But
question: could we, before everybody takes a shard, can I try something?
Sure.
I want to put all the mirror pieces together. And put it all back. Try to put it back all together. How big is this mirror? Would you say it takes up 5 by 5?
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's 5 feet across. It's like I think I said like a 2
Less
foot.
than a 1.
It's like a 2 or 3 foot diameter mirror.
good sized.
It's large enough that if you held it in 2 hands, you'd be arms outstretched.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I want to see if I could do this. Take this in a 2 cast then.
Okay, I can. If you're trying to do something with, I've got that too. So I can also, if you want, I can. Yeah, I got that prepared. So I have no problem with trying to fix this and lay it out flat, put the pieces in place, and try to at least unbreak the mirror, since
Sure.
Yeah.
there are a lot of pieces of a broken mirror.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. So
if you wanted to take a short rest, I would say that over the course of a short rest, you could get enough of the mirror back together to be useful.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
That seems like a really good idea. So, and I really need to spend some hit dice because I'm currently at like half health because I am not a sturdy individual. Yeah. So
you and Chance are at exactly the same amount of HP.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
the only difference is you're at half and he's at like a third.
Yeah. Well, he scraps it up a little more than I do sometimes. So
summoners are chunky wizards.
Yeah. I guess. Do I just click on this, right? To do one, I guess, or yeah. Okay. That should have done something. Okay, so I got 6 from that. That's good. I don't know how to do them any other way but one at a time, so I'm just gonna kind of do a thing. That's not so great, no surprise there. Oh boy. Alright.
I don't remember. Is there a hit dice box
11,
where you keep track of them?
On the character sheet, I don't think so. So this is just like the general. There's just a box there, but I don't see anything there where I can click more than one at a time. So
well, let me do that.
I mean,
there is a way to do
when I click to roll one, it does. Yeah. So see, I've already healed 11. There's another one.
I just used one for you. But...
Okay. So that's 16 that I've used so far, thanks. Or 16 that I've healed so far.
Oh, I see. So hold on. So if you click on the word hit dice, it gives you a box that says how many of each type of dice do you want to roll, and then it'll roll it for you.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. So okay, that's cool. I didn't. Oh, down there. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. I've gotten 16. I've already used that one, or it got used, or I don't know. I'll just roll it. So,
It
all right,
did not ask me
What did
to
it
roll it.
do?
It just rolled the dice. What?
Yeah, well, if you have split classes,
Or
it'll
wait.
ask you how many. He has D6s
Okay,
and D8s,
so-
so it'll ask him different things.
Yeah, I did. So I've done 1d6, 2d8s. Oh, all right. I guess I'm on.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
what's up?
Yeah, I just click on the short rest and it asks me how many I want to roll.
There's also that.
That's interesting.
There's a short rest button on the side there.
Okay, well, I've just been doing it the hard way. So all right.
I click on the short rest button and it doesn't do anything.
11.
It shows up on your sheet. It said how many you want to roll. It's at the middle. It's very subtle when it's fucking up here. And
Still
sometimes sometimes the button doesn't
do
work at once, so you may have to click on it more than once.
Okay, so 11 and whatever that was. So, 4. That's it? Okay. Damn. All right. Well, I guess I've healed 15, and I'm probably going to call that good, because that leaves me with, like, 1 hit die left. You know what? Nah. I'm just going to, I'm going to use up the last one. Might as well.
And depending on how this goes, you might need to take a long rest in this period.
Yeah, no joke. So, all right, 1. All right. Roll. So that was
A 2.
15 and 2. So I've healed 17. So that's great. All right, awesome. Yay! Less hurt than I was.
You just
So
rolled 3 minimum rolls in a row. 2 ones on
Yeah,
2d6
that's-
and 1 on
yeah, well, it happens. So, oh well. Yeah. So that's like, I think 17 added on to what I had. So cool. Did it change it? Did not change it.
I don't think it did it automatically. You might have to manually add all those.
Yep. 43. Well, that's where I'm at now, so. Unless it doesn't do it, so. Enter. There we go. Cool.
Alright. I don't know if any of y'all have potions too. It might be a good idea to burn some potions.
I got 1 hit dice left.
How many potions do I have?
You had a bard.
Yeah, it's neat stuff. But sir, good sir, bards like talk to people. We're all nerds here.
Exactly.
We're the nerdiest party in all the
I
land.
mean, you could be a nerdy bard. You could be a theater kid. Alright. So, over the course of this short rest, as people tag team the mending of the mirror, eventually you are able to put enough of it back together for it to be semi-useful.
And I'll do.
Still missing some chips and pieces here and there, but for the most part, it's intact.
It looks like I got 1 standard potion of healing, so I'll just use that for the 2d4 plus 2. So I'll do that and get rid of that. So. Where you at? Gone? Okay. I guess I don't know how to add the plus 2, so I will just do 2d4 and then 2.
You just, if you type
Yeah, I did it.
/roll space 2d4 plus 2, it'll do it.
All right. Well, I'll just add the 2 in manually. So
Yeah.
7. So
For future reference.
cool. Got it. Good enough for me.
All right, fantastic. So you have you have achieved your goal of getting through this hallway.
Yay!
What would you like to do next?
Yeah. I guess this is the way we were going, so try to head down and see if we can move through. Unless there's some kind of barrier still in place, which, I don't know. Maybe.
I want to go back to that mural with the sun, see if we could get any reflection, and see if that works.
Oh, you mean like take the mirror to the sun mural?
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah,
was
I guess
depicting of the sun.
Yeah, if Xenovor's feeling strong enough to tote it, cool. Sounds good.
I totally just didn't forget the Xenophore existed for 5 minutes.
Let's see. I gotta try and find it in my notes and find out where it is. I think it's J, maybe. Let's see. Where is it? Where would it be? Q, maybe? It was either Q or N or J. No, it was J. It was J.
You lost me? What?
No. Sorry. I have these alphabetized the sections on this map alphabetized. So J is where the mural was. If you want to go back there, I'll fast travel you. Or if you want to continue down this hallway first, you can.
I'm good with going back to the cool mural unless anybody else doesn't want to.
Going once, going twice. Sold. Alright. Bottom right. Excuse me.
Yo.
Okay, so after traveling back, you find yourselves once more in front of the mural of the sun. And what is it you're going to try and do exactly?
First thing I want to see if it was just reflected back.
Okay, so you're holding up your sunlight shedding sword to the mirror, bouncing it off.
And try to shine it onto the, what depicting of the moon.
Yeah, well, it's a mural of the sun, but yeah. So you go ahead and you shine it on the wall, and apart from making the room brighter, nothing seems to have happened.
Oh well.
Good information to have, though. Did somebody buy a wand of secrets?
I think.
Yes, I have one.
I just
Yeah.
was remembering that.
I even used one of the charges earlier.
You did, yes.
Oh yeah.
It was, and I can't. Oh, there we are. And the charge I used did nothing
Yeah, well,
because there was nothing there.
wasn't anything there, but
Nothing at all.
all right. So what do you want to do now?
Go back down that hallway, I guess.
Back to where you were. I will save you all some time. If I can manage to get it up there. Is it shift? Yes. Save you all some time. Kind of scoot you up to the next important section. All right, top left. At the end of this hallway, there is another mural depicting worshippers, but they are worshiping a depiction of Rian Kodesh. You can see that there are a number of catfolk bowed in reverence to Rian Kodesh, who is standing with arms raised above his head, and there is a circular recess in the wall, suggesting that something that could be placed there. Of course, placing the mirror, as obvious as it is, into that slot will cause the door to open and slide away, revealing another very large sarcophagus surrounded by many bodies, many mummies.
Can I just go ahead and, while we go in there, and just Wand of Secrets? What's the range on the Wand of Secrets, actually?
So, Wand of Secrets is
30 feet.
Yeah. And what is it? What I'm looking at is what it detects. A secret door or trap within 30 feet of you. Go to where you are when the wand activates. Just standing right there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna, before I use it, I'm gonna tap Fuego and then just teleport over here onto this like stone here that's fallen.
Okay.
Well, not like gonna be a trap here.
Okay. So technically you are closer to the coffin. But the wand points behind you at the secret door that just opened. So, knowing that the wand points to the closest of things, you are more certain that the coffin's not trapped.
Yeah, it also means that there's no traps on the floor because the door is 20 feet away from me. If that math's right on the map there.
Go due north, not because the door is that whole wall there.
Ew. Okay. So basically, there's nothing within 15 feet of me.
Correct. The closest thing that the wand would point to is the secret door that you just opened.
The big sarcophagus isn't trapped. And there's no traps on the floor, at least in this area.
Okay. Well, good enough for me. Anybody else coming in?
What?
Look like a time for your companion again. Your summon, sorry, not companion. I'm still getting used to that.
Right. Go ahead and, if you're going to open it with Fuego, move them up to the sarcophagus. And is anyone going to give him the help action as well?
I'm going to give him guidance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I give him the help action.
Okay. So go ahead and have Fuego roll advantage plus D4 for athletics, please.
And I'll be back here.
Wait, have we been doing athletics or strength? Hold on.
I think it was athletics.
We've been
You've been making us do
I
athletic.
think we have been doing athletics. Yes, it has been strength athletics checks, DC 17 each time.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Looks like you succeed. So, as the lid begins to slide slowly off of the top of the sarcophagus, you watch as Fuego and Xenivore are initially struggling to move this thing, but then all of a sudden it becomes easier for them, and you watch a bony hand, a giant bony hand, reach up from underneath inside of the coffin and move the lid off of himself. And what you see before you is, and this is, the art's not completely accurate, but just picture this in your head. You see standing up a tall, like 10-foot tall, giant catfolk in rusted and tarnished armor. Stand up with weapon at the ready, and out in challenge. And you see that dangling from the inside of its rib cage as it stands up, there is on a length of chain, you see another one of those moon tiles kind of hanging there in the middle of the rib cage. And as this thing stands up in the coffin and takes a step out, you watch as it takes its sword in a reverse grip and rests it on the ground, as if daring anybody else in this room to oppose it.
Is it just standing there waiting?
It is just standing there waiting.
Chance. Assuming I have to go ahead to interact with this thing best I can, somewhat here. This is to the group, not to any complaints.
Yeah, if there's a way to not fight a giant skeleton, by all means, go with an oculus.
No, there's no way we're not gonna. There's no way to get out of this peacefully, but at the very least, I can.
Mm-hmm.
My main instinct here is because like none of us share a language of this thing, so at the very least, describing our intent.
Yeah.
Chance will silently point at the rune dangling from that length of chain.
In response, this armored giant skeletal catfolk warrior takes the sword, pounds it on the ground once, causing this massive echo to pervade the chamber, takes it up, draws his sword out, and points it directly at you in challenge. And we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, and I'm going to say that the door closes behind you.
Yep, that went without saying.
Okie dokie. Well, it was worth a try.
It was worth a try, for whatever you were doing. I don't know. The tile, by the way, is of a waning crescent moon. For those of you.
Now, for the record, these tiles, at the very least, seem durable. Correct? They're not going to get destroyed in the fighting here.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, these are hefty stone tiles. They're not like flat stone.
Because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's gonna suck if we're slinging spells and we destroy the fucking thing.
Like each one, I think was like 10 pounds. I think I said something like that.
Pretty sturdy.
So word of God that we don't have to worry about breaking this thing while fighting the big boy here. Am I understanding correct?
Correct, yes. I'm not going to break the tiles because the tiles are important.
Wow.
Oh, that's a interesting name there.
Whoa. A number of things.
If I wanted it to be like a Dark Souls boss, I would have had a title of some kind. Kefenu the Undefeated. Alright. Cool. Slide it.
Well.
Okay, Lemuel, you are up first in initiative order here. You also watch, by the way, you probably saw them, but you watch as he points the sword at you, as the doors close, several of the bodies, the mummified bodies that were in this room, come to life and begin shambling toward you as well. Making a little more of an even fight.
Yeah. Well. I'm going to assume 10-foot ceiling in this room. Sorry, I know it's
No. This room has 20-foot ceilings because this guy's so fucking
Okay.
huge.
Oh, in that case, I will not walk, and I will go up the maximum distance I can, because as far as I know, these guys don't fly, and I'm not very tough. So I am going, straight up to the ceiling as far as I can, assuming I don't see anything like a spike or anything obviously dangerous directly over my head.
Correct. Yeah, it's just a standard stone tiles.
Okay, I will definitely use 20 feet of movement to go straight up. So, and I guess if we're in for a fight here, you know what? I'm actually going to go with something a little defensive and just do this. So, pinging it in chat. That I'm gonna burn the spell slot on that and cast it, and so there's four of me floating up at the ceiling. So, and I don't think I have anything else left other than bonus action stuff, and I'm not sure what that would even be. So, well, why not? Since, as far as I know, I'm up along the ceiling, I am going to move another little bit here, so, because I can dash or whatever, so that would use so
You dash, I believe you have another 40 feet you can move?
40 feet, yeah, so I'm just figuring, I think I'll probably go, I'll go probably down there into that space. And again, I'm above the ground, so I and my images go here, I think. So that should be right. So, okay,
Sounds
that's
good.
my turn.
Big guy's turn. Big guy has things he can do. He is going to start causing the ground to rumble as he steps forward in combat. As we go right. He goes right here. Sorry. Goes right there. He's going to take his big ass longsword. He's going to swing it, and as he does, you watch as bits of rust and dirt fall off of it. You watch as shadows begin to engulf the blade as well. He's going to take 2 longsword attacks, one on Zenivore and one on Chance, and then, one on David, one on Chance, because he has a reach of 10 feet, and then he's going to try and strength drain Zenivore. So we'll do longsword 1 on David, 16 to hit. On Chance, 18 to hit.
shield.
Okay. And then
What?
we'll go ahead and use the strength drain on Xenomorph. 23 to hit.
Actually, that misses.
Xenomorph is not immune to necrotic damage, so its strength score is reduced by 2.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And that will be his turn, I believe. Okay. David, you are starting your turn within 10 feet of him. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
What man? I'm doing damage.
Yeah, sure.
So 13 necrotic. Come on, sheet load, please.
You can do it from your token if you want. You don't have to do it from your sheet. But the strength drain, obviously, you have to do from your sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6. 13 necrotic minus 89, so that's... Okay, strength drain. Then what's some save? Real quick.
All good. We're doing all right over there?
Yeah, the sheets just aren't loading.
Okay. What do you still need done? Is that a horse strength?
So for strength and the wisdom save, which I will do now.
Okay. Do your wisdom save now. I'll do his strength for you. So I want to make a note in his personality traits. Strength max is 16. Reduce that by 2 becomes 14. Okay. Wisdom saving throw 16. Fantastic. You are set. That is a success, and you are immune to that aura for the next 24 hours. I'll put that little purple dot on you to remind me. Okay, your turn. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna do a fireball on the big giant man.
Okay. Go ahead and angle it.
One circle, left corner. There we go.
Okay, if that's where you want to put it.
Yep.
Okay. Dexterity, go. 12. So I'm assuming that fails.
Oh yes. And that's like, I think. Fireball at plug it fourth one.
Oh, we just need damage.
Damage.
There we go.
That's 32.
Fantastic. 32 points of fire damage.
That ends my turn.
Alright, sounds good. Next up is the mummy that just spawned behind Valerian, who is going to try and go up and hit him. With a rotting fist. I think everyone has succeeded against Mummy Dreadful Glare, yes?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't think anyone's...
You didn't tell me to roll for that. Do you want me to roll for that now?
Have you succeeded against it in the last 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah.
you're immune
I
to
think
Dreadful Glare.
Yeah, I think I did last session.
Yeah. I think everyone should be immune to Dreadful Glare from mummies from now on. So it's just Rotting Fist every time at this point. 20 to hit. for a total of 20 damage.
No shield.
A what?
I will shield.
Oh, shield. Okay. Good. That's fine. Cool. Mummy's rotting fist bounces off of your arcane shield. Go ahead and go to your turn. You are 15 feet away, so you're fine. Tis Valerian's turn.
Is this action or bonus action?
Sure. And we're doing, I'm assuming Radiant, yes?
Yeah.
Fantastic. 2-foot radius, fantastic, and then that means wisdom saves from people. 12, that's a fail. Yeah. 27, so I think that succeeds. Go ahead and roll damage for your Spirit Guardians, please.
Womp womp.
Oh my god, that's 3 ones. That's insane. Alright, well I don't think they have any particular vulnerability to radiant damage, so it's just 3 damage there. Velasquez takes 1. Okay. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. The next mummy is the southern mummy. He's gonna just run.
Does he have a southern drawer?
Southern draw, yeah. If you could southern drawl in zombie, you would. Let's see. We'll go 20 feet here, puts him within the radius of your thing, so you just need to save for that. That's a natural 1, so he's gonna take 3 points of damage. And then his speed is halved, yes.
Oh, wait, hold up. If he enters it, I get to roll the damage. It's a fresh damage, isn't it?
I'm doing 1 instance of damage until the top of the turn. So that was, and then the rest of this is difficult terrain, so even with dashing, he can only go to there. That'll be his turn. The next one on the side here is going to dash 30 feet to there. And it's his turn. Chance. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, at the start of your turn.
No.
No. You are. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on saving throws until the start of the big guy's next turn.
I guess Flame Strike.
Okay. This is several big pillars of fire, yes?
No, this is the one where it's one big pillar that does radiant and fire damage.
I thought Flame Strike was multiple pillars, wasn't it?
Nope.
Okay. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, okay. 10-foot radius, 40-foot high sphere.
Yep, I'm casting it so it hits the big guy and the mummy.
Alright, sounds good. That's dexterity? Yes, dexterity. Dexterity there. No. And dexterity for the mummies, which is never good. 14, which also fails. Okay. So... that's, let's see, 20... Is that 22 points of fire damage becomes 44. Plus 12 radiant is 56.
Yep.
56 points of damage. The mummy is still alive, barely. Big guy takes only, let's see, 22 and 12. It'd be 34 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, fantastic. Big hit. Very big hit.
I mean, it's a 5th level spell. It should be.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
I will activate my aura.
Okay. Go ahead and put that on yourself. And then I'm assuming no movement, no bonus.
Well, the aura was a bonus.
Okay. Okay, cool. If that's it, then Xenovor's up next. I need him to make me a wisdom saving throw as well.
One more.
You are slow as well. Forgot to do that.
Ten.
Failed. He is slowed and has disadvantage on saving throws until the start of the big guy's next turn. Is the big guy's next turn? Or
Yeah, I got-
next turn?
So,
Creature
go
disadvantage
ahead,
saving
make
throws
one.
be until the start of it's next. Oh, so it's, sorry, it's the start of your next turn for that effect. Sorry, not big guy's next turn.
So I take it. You only has one attack then?
What?
That works.
Well, what did you say?
I take it he only has one attack then?
No. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on saving throws. That's it.
Okay.
It's like a partial slow effect.
Yeah.
One, two.
It's called Gatekeeper's Aura. 23 certainly hits. The 15 does not.
Got it.
I'm assuming this is on big guy. So that would be 10 and 3. Sounds good.
Yep.
13 points of damage there. Okay. No movement from him, I'm assuming?
Nope.
Sick. Fuego. Wisdom save, please. At the start of his turn. Oh, easy. He is now immune to that aura.
Fuego is going to nom nom. One on the one on the mummy, one on the big guy.
Okay.
Mummy.
Okay. Yeah, that'll certainly hit. And that's going to drop him down, but I think he has undead fortitude, so I'm trying to succeed on that. Nope, mummies do not have undead fortitude. They just die.
And on the big guy.
Big guy 26 to hit for 5. Yeah, that certainly hits. 5 points of piercing. Good dog chewing on the bone. Okay, fantastic. Anything else on his turn?
No, that'll be all.
Okay. Lemmy. Top of the round, from your position on the top of the ceiling, what would you like to do?
Yep. Well, I know it ain't much, but let's see here. Might do that. Yeah, I'll just do that. So, okay. All right. Yeah, just gonna do that. And yeah, I'm well within range, so I think.
Against
Let's
the.
see, I only see it. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna do it against. I don't know if it makes that much difference against the big guy. So, let's see. Was there a third mummy? Or yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, one's dead
yep.
and 2 are coming over here.
Yeah, I'll probably use it on this one here closest to me. So, I'll do ranged spell attack. So, come here. Yep. Yep. We'll see. Okay, Ray of Frost. Bam. Okay, there it goes. I think.
Yeah. 18 to hit.
Okay.
Sure. 9 points of cold damage. Sounds good.
Yep.
His speed is
And-
reduced by 10 feet. Sick.
Mm.
Now he can only... he literally cannot move next turn. Or no, he can move one
Good.
square next turn. That's it. That's all he can do.
Okay. Sounds good. And I guess while I'm, I'll probably. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm good where I am, so I'll just end turn. So,
Okay.
I got nothing else. So, cool.
Sounds good. Top of big guy's turn. Go ahead and roll me damage for your Spirit Guardians.
Oh yeah.
It's a success. When I get the chance. I don't think he's dead. I think he's probably alive still. Max of 3d8 is 24, so the maximum damage you can do here is 12. So he'll still be alive. He's going to go ahead and take his 2 attacks here. We're going to do... Let's see. He's going to step away from the Spirit Guardians, which will give Zendivor a chance attacks of opportunity.
Fortunately, I don't have Warcaster. I do, however, have a thing called a stick.
Jay, are you here?
Yep.
Can
Hey,
you roll
wait.
me damage for your Spirit Guardians, please?
Also, was the big guy in Chance's flame aura, or is that not a
That's
thing
only
yet?
when people attack him.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
He's not going to attack Chance this turn. I don't think.
Takes 7 bludgeoning.
Sick.
Oh, that's a lot better Spirit Guardian down.
Yes, but he does take half of that, so that'll be 9 points. And then he's going to kind of skirt around the side here. Go right there. He's going to attack. He's going to do 3 things. He's going to try and drain Fuego. Longsword. 2 longsword attacks on Valerian. So he really doesn't like that aura. So 19 and 12 to hit you.
Well, my shield has still been up, so no.
That's good.
Yeah.
That lasts till his next turn, doesn't it?
Yeah, he shielded
Yep.
against the previous mummy. So he's still up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Strength Drain on Fuego. 25 to hit for 10 points of necrotic.
Jesus, reduced by 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you should get away from him.
How do I mark that?
Make a note of it. Make a note of his max somewhere in his personality traits or something, and then just reduce the score by 4. I think that will be his turn. I don't think he can do anything else. Yeah. Okay. David, you're up next.
Fire bolts.
on
The big guy.
Firebolt on big guy. Give it a shot. Uh, 19 does hit.
We're 18 fire.
Yep. Okay. He needs to roll a 23 Constitution saving throw. 26. He is alive at 1 hit point.
When's my turn?
Okay. Next mummy is the one that was on Falarian. He's going to go ahead and keep doing what he's doing. I need a wisdom save from him first, though. Oops. Some saving throw. 10, that's a fail. So he's going to take the full 18 points of radiant damage from the previous round. He's going to Rotting Fist at Falarian. Doesn't hit. Falarian, your turn is up next. You are within 10 feet of this aura, so I need you to make me a wisdom save, please. 20, you're fine. You are immune to that aura. 24 hours.
I'm gonna go for the big guy.
Sure.
These are mummies, right?
Yeah. Those are mummies.
Oh shit. Take that, big guy.
Sacred Flame Dexterity saving throw 19. Sounds good. Let's try it.
It's a radiant, sir. It's a radiant.
It is. That is true. That will overcome if he doesn't make his save of 19. 18. Oh my god, so close. But yeah, big guy falls to radiant fire. You watch as this like little mote of divine fire consumes his body and his bones crumble. And his big rusted armor falls back into the coffin. Fantastic.
I'm
Anything else?
I'm assuming the mummies are still alive.
The mummies are still up, yes.
I just poked one and I said, go away. Go away. And my turn.
Next up is the one from before. He's going to go ahead and make his wisdom saving throw. This is your stuff. 16, which doesn't succeed. Takes full 18 points of damage. And then he's going to move his one square that he can move. Oh wait, no, he can't. Can he? No, because his speed's reduced. His speed's reduced by 10 and then halved, and it's difficult terrain, right? Or no? What is fucking Spirit Guardians? Is it halved or is it like speed reduced?
Let me poke that one more time.
Speed affected creature's speed is halved in the area. So his speed is already only 20. So his speed is reduced by 10 and then halved to 5. So he can move 5 feet there. Take a shot. Uh, 22 to hit.
Shield.
Sounds good. Moving on. That one's dead. Moving from the initial order here. Chance, you're up.
Did he take the damage, by the way?
Yeah, I took 18 already.
Cool.
Which one of these two mummies look the worst?
The one to the south of Falarian.
Cool. It's eating a firebolt.
Sick. Also, you're not slowed anymore. This big guy's turn came and went. Or the start of your turn came and went. 27 hit, yeah. 16 points of fire damage. Sick. It is on fire. but not dead quite yet.
Oh, wait. No, there should be more damage to that.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to retake channel elements and focus, so...
This
You get
girl
a-
is on fire.
Yup.
So take an extra, not 18.
Yeah. He's dead. Gone. Went up in flame like a tissue. All right, cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Sick. Xenomorph. Your slow goes away.
I can move. I took him. There you go. Stab.
Take your shots. Surely you could hit
See?
this last moment.
You know, you say this, and then I'm gonna roll 2 nat ones. Rumban.
I was gonna say. Yeah, those both hit. I was gonna say if you miss, I get a fist to you, but it's fine.
Oh, no.
16 points
Whoa,
of damage.
whoa.
Plus 12. 28 points of damage. Okay, sounds good.
Raising!
Yeah. That's what I was like.
Crazy.
Okay, cool. So 28 points of damage later. It's still up. Still alive. Fuego. End its misery, please. If you do more than 9 on the first attack, it dies. Nope. Okay, there it goes. That's it. Fantastic.
And because Fuego has no hands, he managed to do it without fists. Yay.
Yeah, we managed to avoid that one, thankfully. Do that again, I guess. Okay, cool. There you go. As that combat comes to a close. What would you like to do?
What's in coffin?
Nothing. Big guy was in coffin, and now big guy is dust.
I take the moon thing.
You take the moon, and you take the moon.
We take the moon.
Yeah, so you have a new moon tile of a waning crescent moon. Which, if you're counting, is the second to last one you need.
Well, does anybody else want to investigate inside the sarcophagus, see if there's anything else of value, note, interestingness?
David did already, and there was nothing else in there with big guy.
Oh, nothing else. Oh, never mind.
Not related, but I do like to use my Pearl of Power to getting back a 4th level slot.
Sure. Does Pearl let you get 4th back?
I spent it a 5th level at the last long rest.
I know, but I thought Pearl was up to 3. Oh no, 4th level
What?
or higher. Yeah. Okay. If the expended slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level.
Oh!
Yep.
Okay, then I'll get 3rd slot back.
Andy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it from one of you.
I think Lemmy had it at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much use for it, so. Although, speaking of useful things, I guess I'm going to try to see if I can get this door back open. So.
Sure. At the sorry, I forgot to unlock it. But at the advent of the Kefenu's death, the door slides open for you.
Alright. Well, unless anybody else wants to look around in here, I guess we can see what else we can find in other places. So, although I'd feel more comfortable if Valerian was going ahead. He's really good at spotting dangerous things. So, if we're going somewhere new, I'm definitely staying a couple steps behind him.
I think he just told me to go up front so I die faster.
Well, I'm just saying you're really perceptive. I'm not just saying that. You see stuff other people don't.
Okay, so there are, at this point, just as a little aside, there are only, I think, there are only 3 places you have not been so far. Or that you
Because
have not
we're all-
interacted with.
Is there any chance you could just fast travel? Because we're horrible with maps and nobody wrote this down.
Sorry, 4 things. There's 4 things. So there is the sun mural, which you have not. You are determined to figure out what that does. There was a door you opened further back in the hallway before the mirror encounter that you didn't do anything with. And then there is one more hallway you have not gone down. Potentially things in it. So, do you want to go into the unknown, or do you want to try to figure out stuff you've seen already?
To the unknown, because we don't. That's my vote.
One vote for unknown. Anyone else?
Into the unknown.
Yep, sounds good. Especially if Valerian's going to be, looking into the unknown first. I'll be happy to follow him because he's managed to keep us alive so far, which I guess is a little ironic given his whole outlook on things. But okay.
That becomes us all.
All right. So, all right. So at the beginning of this hallway, I don't believe you have gone down here yet. It's bottom right once again.
Okay, yay, I'm here.
So at the beginning of this hallway, this is where you have not gone yet. Off to the left. In traveling down this hallway, this is a little thing. So as you pass by that little narrow corridor, there is another. There's another mural here. With 6 missing tiles.
Six, and we picked up those moon arrows, right?
Mhm.
The tiles.
You have picked up 5 of the 6 moon tiles that exist in this place.
I think it's pretty. Let's keep on going. Let's just finish. Just get the whole thing, then plug it in. That's my vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you want to try to smash.
I gotta arrange you guys in a strange way here. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around.
You put me in the wall.
Sorry. Scoot
You
people
want to
around.
resume back groups?
Go there and there. So just so you're aware that that's where that is. When you move down the hallway, you end up here. In front of another mural. In the same configuration as the one you were just at. with the big cat guy. It's the same type of mural where the worshippers are praising Qaraako this time, and then he also has a circular indent in the wall where the mirror can be inserted.
We didn't get the mirror back, did we?
I mean, we can say that you did. I don't.
Okay,
I'm not gonna drag
thank
you
God.
around the
I
map.
did.
There's nothing in between you and there, so we can just say that you did and call it good.
Yay!
Placing the mirror into that slot opens the door, where inside you can see several stone carvings of tabaxi warriors, all surrounding and standing resolute around another very large coffin.
I'd like to do a active perception check to see if there's any fucking traps and whatnot.
Sure, go ahead.
Because this room is disturbing.
Go for it. 17.
Oh my god.
So with the 17, you don't notice anything standing out to you immediately.
Room's clear, guys!
Good enough for me. I'll follow behind him.
What do these stone statues look like again? Just remind me again.
Tabaxi warriors. Tabaxi. They're like Tabaxi soldiers, each carrying curved Kopesh blades, like the one that you picked up earlier in this dungeon that is giving you light right now. And each one of them is dressed in kind of like this like regal pharaoh's headdress with that little like, chunky square beard, and wearing traditional catfolk garb, like whatever garb, the armor.
So, do we? I think that's only on a long rest, dude.
No,
No,
the
it's-
strength drain is short or long rest. So if you wanted to have taken another
Oh.
short rest, you could have. You have
Up to you guys.
Yeah, because like we're gonna need Fuego at full strength if he's gonna move these coffins.
That's true. He is in weakened right now.
Oh shit. The voice actor, the English voice actor for Misty died.
Is that
Wow.
the middle of our game?
No, I just saw the saw the announcement.
All right. You do have the room in front of you. You gonna try to open the coffin?
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna go over to the sarcophagus, like over to here, far from the door.
Sure.
I'm gonna use the last charge on the wand.
Yeah. 1 points to the door.
God dang it.
Well, I mean, there's no traps here, but that also doesn't. But I'd bet my last gold at the moment we open that the statues are gonna come alive.
Oh yeah, that's a good deal.
Because this stupid wand doesn't seem to be able to differentiate actual traps, differentiate this from not a trap.
No, it tells us something at least.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe a wand of monster detection's a thing too. I have no idea. So well, Do I guess if I'm looking at the stone statues around, I'm just trying to think if there's, because it looks like they're all facing out from the sarcophagus, right? Like they're kind of like they've got their backs to it.
No, they're facing toward the sarcophagus.
Huh. That's not what I would have expected. Okay. So it could mean that they're either paying respect to whatever's in there, or it could be that they're trying to watch whatever's there. Anybody else have any thoughts on which seems likelier? Actually, I don't know, would this be something that somebody who knew a lot about history would be able to, I don't know, shed some light on?
You would need to know specifically about Tabaxi history.
Which I do not.
Oh well.
Or you can investigate the room, see if there's any clues there.
That seems like a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that.
It looks just looking at the formation of how the statues are set. It looks like guarding because its back is toward it. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, the direction of the statues feels like the axes are all facing towards the coffin, almost like they're trying to guard the rest.
The statues are at attention, facing the coffin in a circle around.
Yeah.
Standing at attention.
So I'd say it's less that they're trying to protect the coffin, more like they're trying to protect from what's in the coffin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate. I'm gonna investigate in this corner before we do anything regarding the sarcophagus. So I'll make an investigation roll on the stones, kind of around where I am here. So like that.
Whoever is investigating, I'm throwing guidance on him.
Okay, I'll take the help. So all right, thanks. Turn on that and investigate.
This is another room, by the way, where the ceilings are.
Wow.
The ceilings in this room are about 30 feet high.
Good to know. I'm not flying at the moment, but
I know,
in case I.
As an aside, this is not a small chamber. This is a large chamber. So on a 24, you are looking at and analyzing essentially like the numerous hieroglyphs that exist around the perimeter of this room. There are hieroglyphs on the coffin, but you're not looking at those at the moment. And what is strange about them is there are a couple of symbols that do not seem that are not hieroglyphic. They are letters and script, but in a language that is not native to here. Let me take a look. What ping your languages for me in chat, please.
Oh, I'll do my best. How do I do that?
Just click on each one in the proficiency section, the bottom left.
Okay. Cool. All right. All I got is I don't have much. So all right, that and that. Those come up.
Okay.
Yep. If it's not common or something that an elemental might speak, I probably wouldn't know it. So.
It is not. No, you do not recognize the script.
Okay. Well, I guess I could go mention that to the other party members if somebody else is conversant in something that I'm not. So I'll probably mention that, especially first to Chance, because he seems to know a lot about languages and history and that kind of stuff. So I'll just mention it to him. Strange letters. Don't think it's primordial. Don't think it's common. I don't know anything about Tabaxi, so I don't.
You do not recognize the script either.
Just my luck. The first historical tomb I enter, and I can't understand a word of it.
No, Draconic won't do it. Neither will Elvish or Common. Since
Oh, well.
Those elvish come.
I don't know. Valerian, are there any particular languages you know that we don't, maybe? I don't know what it
Do
would
I know
be,
anything, boss?
You do not. Not with the ones you sent me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, well. Oh, wait. I'm being very foolish. Yeah, this seems like it's worth it. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to, but given that we don't seem to have another option, I'm going to cast a spell. But I'm going to... Let's see, can I do it as a ritual, or do I have to burn the slot? Let's see here. Pinging it.
Comprehend language is a ritual, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
Double
Find
check.
out.
Pretty sure. Let's see.
One action.
Or it can be I think it's got the tag, doesn't it? Well, maybe it doesn't.
Nope. It would have said it.
Nope.
Unless you
Yeah.
copied it wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It is a
Yeah,
first
the
level
only-
divination ritual spell. Yes, it is a ritual spell.
Yeah, I mean the only other thing is this, but that's only for spoken. So yeah, I have tongues, but that's no use. So
So yeah, if you want to take 10 minutes to do that, you can. Before anyone touches anything.
okay. Yeah,
let's see,
sorry.
Yeah, you didn't
just
copy it down
understand-
right.
You just understand it, but you don't know what it is, right?
Understand the literal meaning of it. Also, understand any written language you see, but must be touching surface it's written on. About a minute to read a page of text.
Yeah. So you're just kind of running your hand along the wall for 10 minutes, absorbing the information from everything that's written here. And this would
Yep,
this
I
would work
guess-
for the hieroglyphs as well.
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're like taking 10 minutes, just kind of running your arm along the interior wall here, kind of doing a perimeter. And what you can gather here, as far as the literal meaning of everything that's written here, is that this is the tomb of the master craftsman who built this pyramid. This was the tomb of what is described as a giant being called Golgolor, who was enslaved by Minotaur in the same way that the catfolk were, but because of his giant stature, was able to build massive structures for them while he was enslaved. Qaraako freed him from his servitude, and he pledged his service to Qaraako instead. And in turn, when Qaraako shed his mortal form and became a god, and Golgolor left mortalhood behind, Golgolor built this tomb to honor his dear friend and his master. And essentially, this guy is given the highest amount of reverence possible. He's one of like the biggest. He would be like the equivalent of like an apostle from the Bible. Like he's one of the guys from old scripture. And this appears to be his final resting place.
So based on that information and the position of the statues, would I be able to figure that it's likelier that they're showing reverence rather than trying to, I don't know, what am I trying to say? To make sure that he stays in?
Yes.
Like they're trying to. That's more of a.
This is a.
Okay.
These are soldiers who are standing at attention for someone they consider to be of higher rank than them.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So.
The last thing that I will mention is that he, most of the depictions, most of the scripture here describes him as a master crafter, in an unparalleled stonemason and blacksmith. But also there are several passages of him just absolutely raking through Minotaur when blows came and he fought for his freedom and such. He was not a violent soul, but he did what he had to free himself and the people he cared about. So one particular piece of imagery comes to mind where you're seeing this gigantic being depicted on the wall. Looks humanoid, not catfolk headed, but human headed, wielding a hammer with the light of the sun behind it, and about to like strike it down and smite the shit out of a group of minotaurs that are painted on the wall.
Well, definitely sharing that information, and I'll ask. I guess I would ask probably Chance. How do you think we should proceed here? I mean, I'd imagine it's pretty good chance that we may have to fight a giant or something giant-like if we open that. So
the problem is it also the being in the tomb also likely has the last stone we need.
Yep. My approach would probably be to make sure that I am far back and not between any of the statues and the object of their reverence. So I don't want to block their view of the sarcophagus, and I would strongly suggest, if anybody wants to open it, that they are almost certainly going to be putting themselves in harm's way if they dare to do that, because this guy may have been a builder, but that also, the depictions show that he is no slouch in a fight. So proceed accordingly. I will wait back here for somebody who's a little bit hardier than myself to choose what they do or don't want to do with that sarcophagus, but I am not keen on touching it. I'm not saying it's, dangerous in itself, because, apparently Chance cleared it for traps, but I think we're definitely going to be facing someone very tough if we poke at that. So, I guess if Fuego's rested up and feeling stout enough to disturb it, great. If not, okay. But I would counsel caution. Yeah, that's my 2 coppers on it. So.
What do you guys want to do? We have any takers?
I get revolve.
We need that last stone. So as much as I am not a fan, Fuego.
Yep.
I'll bag him.
etc. Cool. Okay. So go ahead and make me the athletics check, please.
I assume advantage, guidance, the whole shebang.
Yes. Xenivore is getting advantage and there's guidance. Oh my god, yeah. Fucking 31.
Whoa!
Yeah, you've done every other coffin in this place right now. Why wouldn't this one work? So, as the coffin lid slides away, those of you, I guess only Xenivore and Fuego would be able to see inside of it. There is a kind of a rumbling sound, rhythmic rumbling sound that comes from within the coffin when the lid is removed. And that persistently repeats itself over and over again.
Oh no.
Does Fuego's gonna look in the coffin for the moonstone?
He looks in there and turns around to you and says, "I think I found it. It's around his neck."
Get it and quickly.
Are you sure? I don't want to wake him up.
Chance will gesture to that rhythmic sound. I feel like that might be a ticking. Actually, there's no clock, so that makes us short on time. Let's get it and then get out before the door closes behind us.
Right. Make a sleight of hand check for Fuego. I'll say at disadvantage because he doesn't have hands.
That's a 4.
4. Okay, so he kind of like hops in the coffin for a second, and you hear the rhythmic breathing, kind of like, and
it's breathing. I thought that was like a drum beat. I misunderstood you.
Yeah, it's a rhythmic rumbling sound of this guy sleeping in his coffin.
Wait, the dude's not dead?
Well, he's not dead now. And
it's just
go ahead and make me a strength check as well.
Athletics or flat strength?
You can do athletics. That's fine.
the breathing of something so big it
Natural
sounds like...
fucking one. Oh, God.
You can hear him like through gritted teeth. He just says, "I can't get it off," and you hear like the breathing like snort, and you hear a rumble. And Fuego goes, "Oh no!" and he hops out of the coffin as the occupant inside rises to regard you all. Sitting up here, kind of.
Goody.
If I can describe it, is a large. This is like easily 15 to 20 foot tall humanoid being, dressed only in a simple, now kind of rotted leather. What do you call it? Like a kilt almost, or like that kind of thing. Shirtless, gaunt as all hell. You can see like the ribs poking through this like the grayish, stony textured skin. You can see several like gouges in his like chest and face, like scars from battle. And as it kind of sits up in the coffin, you watch as it removes from its chest a massive warhammer and places it on the ground, head down, kind of removing it from his chest. And sure enough, you can see dangling from a length of gigantic iron linked chain is the final tile that you need. And he kind of sits up and regards all of you with like these dead, like milky white eyes, and in the deepest rumble that you can imagine, because I don't have that voice, says something to you, kind of in this room, just like his voice reverberating off of the walls and becoming ever pervasive. Now, comprehend languages. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. So,
Yep.
you hear. You don't know what the language is, because it doesn't tell you that. But you hear. You hear. Little mice, come to disturb my rest. Go away. I'm trying to sleep.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to speak with him, so yeah, and stuff. Okay, so he's not openly attacking, but it's kind of a similar situation like we were facing before, and I'll relay that to the rest of the party. I'll essentially just tell them what he said and be like, well, he's got it, we need it. I don't know what I can really do about that, so
you watch as he says this to you. He sits up in his coffin and rises to his full height, which takes up a majority of the verticality of this chamber. And he looks around him at the statues laid at his feet and says, "Time has not been kind. Very well." And he walks over here and picks up one of the statues, and removes from his belt loop what looks like a massive chisel. Takes the hammer, and in one hand holds the statue, in his mouth holds the chisel, kind of sideways, and then with the hammer begins to tap lightly, correcting mistakes on the statue.
Aww. He's just trying to make them look good.
Chance will try and communicate with it. Try and say, I assume you don't understand me. Trying to see if there's a way of communication before maybe trying to pantomime a spell that we can actually talk to him. So I think our best bet, because I'd rather not fight unnecessarily, so if we can try and maybe get it, because you have tongues, don't you?
I've got it, but the thing is, it's not ritual, and I'd have to take a long rest in order to prepare it. So I don't mind doing that, but we'll have to leave him alone for 8 hours and hope he does not try to kill us in order to do that. So I'm open to that if you all really want to do that, but that's...
I thought with you talking about tongues earlier, I thought that meant you had it.
I have it as an option after 8 hours of resting, but that's it. It's not... In retrospect, it's something I probably should have brought along inside a pyramid where none of us speak the language. So... Blow just seemed more important at the time. Well,
all right.
How do we want to do this? He's busy repairing statuary.
Well,
do we want
to... Okay, I have something of an idea.
Okay.
Really quickly before you get to that, how much do you know about this situation, Jay? Because I know you just came back.
I just know this guy's talking in mumble that I don't understand. He's fixing shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you get the whole blurb about the history of this guy or no? Okay. So when Lemmy casted Comprehend Languages, he kind of interpreted the writings around the walls. This guy is the crafter of this pyramid. He's a figure of high praise and reverence in catfolk history and religion and all that fun stuff. And he was a slave, much like Qaraako was, and Qaraako freed him, and he fought for Qaraako and for the catfolk's freedom, and lived among them as one of their own, essentially as a master craftsman from then on. but in the meantime, he was also a fearsome opponent to the Minotaur, considering his massive size and stature. But yeah, this guy is described mostly as a craftsman, but also a dangerous foe. And he was woken up by Fuego jumping on his chest and told y'all to fuck off because he's trying to sleep. And then he noticed some imperfections in the statues and started fixing them.
I have a crazy idea.
What?
I'm gonna go to the other statue that he's not fixing on that needs fixed.
Right, but before you do that, can I say what my idea was?
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, give me a quick second. Actually, sorry, I had to grab some on my nightstand. So what I was thinking is, well, if we don't share language, images like pictographs are basically universal. So my thinking is I could like kind of sketch out, like do like a drawing of the fact there's a plague and we need that stone to maybe try and find the source of it. Because like if this guy was an ally of the people here, enough to be this kind of venerated, stands to reason he probably wouldn't want them all to die of a plague.
Yeah, if we have to convey something a little bit more, I don't know, detailed than a simple sketch, I could certainly just cast minor illusion to show, images of have I seen any sick tabaxi or anything like that, or like people that are suffering.
You have not. So most of the sick have been taken from their homes.
Okay.
If they were dead, they were burned. But if they're sick, they reside in temples. At least from what Shaxi told me.
Okay.
So and then everyone else is under quarantine. So you've only ever seen guards and the one guy who let you into his house.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was just go up to the. I'm not doing it. I'm just saying what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was go up to the other statue that's fucked up and cast mending on it.
Sure.
Help him fix it.
That was an idea.
So, go ahead.
Well, that's an idea.
He just said he's not doing it. He's talking about the idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling it to the group. So, do you think that's not a bad idea?
I think it's worth a shot.
My one concern.
If the statues are, yeah.
My one concern is with because craftsmen may not be too keen on their work getting messed with by someone that isn't them.
That's my concern too, but at the same time, we have a language barrier. This way, at least it shows that we don't. I'm trying to show that we don't mean harm.
I think it may be better if instead of trying to fix the statues, you use the you like, because don't you have Presto as well?
The what now?
Prestidigitation.
No, I'm not a wizard.
All right. Well, I think we could use that instead of trying to repair the statue. We could use it to clean them. Which would.
I do have a prestidigitation.
Yeah,
I've got that.
You have your
I've got that.
that you did. So.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I've got that prepared as well. So there's one I know. So. Okay. Well,
yeah,
if we want to, I guess if we want to show him that we're not trying to damage these statues he cares about or do any kind of harm, that might, I don't know, that might Yeah, I guess that would be... You know what? Since I can understand what he's saying, I'm going to take a risk here. I am going to go next to him, and I'm not going to mess with the statue that he's working on, but the one, like, next to it. So I guess if he's working on this one, I'll go to the one next to it and just prestidigitation on it, clean off any smudges or dirt or anything like that, make it look as clean as it can, and then just look up at him, look back at the statue, look back at him and bow, and then just back off and see if he has anything to say about that. If he has no comment on the matter, figure something else out, but if he's not offended by it, that's at least a good sign.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, thanks. Okay. There we go.
You see Gogolor kind of he's like looking at the statue, like mulling it over in his hands, like trying to find any other imperfections. Watches you come over, and with the words you used to cast your spell, he kind of furrows his brow a little bit, and it looks like he's about to stop you until he sees what it does, and you watch as the dust and grime and cobwebs of hundreds of years of neglect flake away from the statue. And he stops for a second, and he turns to you and says, "Do you wish to help, little one?"
Well, I can't communicate any other way, so I'll look at him and nod.
He gestures to the rest of the room.
I go around, touch the statue with a prestidigitation, and clean it.
Yep.
One by one.
I do the same, so I'll handle the half kind of up here. If Valerian's handling the ones kind of down in the bottom left corner, I'm kind of up this part and this part.
Dude,
Then,
just make it simpler. Just rows. I'll take the bottom row. You take the top row. It goes in circles.
Yeah, sounds great. Works for me.
That's fine. Chance for you as you're scribing this message. This would be more of an intelligence check to correctly create a pictograph that he can understand. You're assuming, having lived among the ancient catfolk, that he understands hieroglyphics. So this would be, in order to make it most understandable, you're looking for inspiration and themes from the walls around you, and interpreting those would be an intelligence check.
Could I bargain a little bit to make use of my background?
I will say yes. I'll say yeah. 'Cause you're used to having done like rubbings and etchings of stuff, old shit. So yeah, I would say yes. That would be applicable in this situation.
So this is not a skill check. This is an intelligence check with my profession dice.
Yes, which is, I believe,
Can I use help action?
Profession as an antiquator.
David asked a question. I don't know if you heard that, VG.
Well, I didn't. What was it?
Can I give him a help action?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I think that's fine. It's not necessarily your area of expertise, but you are an intelligent creature anyway. So.
21.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So what do you want your message to convey?
I'm trying to convey that we need the stone on his neck to try and to cure the plague that the people of this city are dealing with.
Okay. So in order to fit all of that information, you're going to need a couple of stone tiles to do so. You're going to basically make like cue cards. You're going to hold up to them. And it's gonna take you about 15 to 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I can do that while everyone else is cleaning the statues.
Yeah.
Yep.
In that 50, it doesn't take you that long to clean the statues. So if in the time that's left before Chance finishes his scrawlings, does anyone want to do anything else to interact with him, or are you just gonna wait for Chance to be done?
I'm sort of busy, so I can't do shit.
I can't think of anything else. I don't want to seem threatening or anything like that. So, I'll probably, once I've finished cleaning off my half of the statues, I'll probably kind of go back down over this way to just watch what Chance is doing. And I mean, there's not much else I can do to be of use right now, I don't think so.
In the after you're done cleaning the statues and doing your work, he's been kind of paying attention to you out of the corner of his eye for the entire time. And this cleaning the statues probably takes it doesn't take that long, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And he kind of is keeping an eye on you the whole time. And when you're done, he looks over to you and says, "You seem to understand me."
I'll nod at him. It's
kind of phrasing it more of a question. "But you don't speak my language at all."
I will nod again.
At this point, he's been kind of keeping his back to you the whole time. He turns and sees that Chance is carving into stone. And you hear big footfalls as he starts to walk over, and he looming over all of you, looks down and kind of squints at what you're writing.
Yeah, I want to make it clear I'm not I didn't pry any stone from anywhere. There's a lot of fallen blocks around here.
Yeah. As he gets closer and as he kind of kneels down, you only come up to about his mid calf at most, maybe even just his ankle. And the smell of dead flesh still clings to this guy, but it is faint. It's not as pronounced as other undead that you've had in that you've met in this place so far. And as he kind of kneels down and cranes his neck to look at what you're doing, he looks at Lemmy and says, "I understand. At least I will." And he looks at you and says, "Are you followers of Qaraako?"
I actually think I have a Qaraako holy symbol. I picked one up a while back.
Somebody has something. Somebody has, or is it David that has that? One of us definitely does have one. So somebody's got one, or maybe
somebody's got one from somewhere in the tomb. It's just a standard.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's right. Yeah, I think Chance might have been the one to pick that up, because I know David had the one that Shoxy gave us. So
yeah, Chance will not making any sudden movements to the way his intent can't be misunderstood, and is going to produce the holy symbol to kind of show that, hey, we're allies, not enemies.
Yep.
He lowers a giant hand to ask you to put it in his palm.
And Chance will do so.
He kind of raises it up and says, "Tarnished as it is, not bad craftsmanship." And he kind of lowers the hand again and puts it at your feet. "What brings you to this place?"
Alright,
Qaraako
Chance is gonna-
has been dead and gone for many years. Presumably more than I care to know.
Chance is gonna hold up the cue card for the plague.
I'm gonna have him make an intelligence check to see if he can figure it out.
Does he have at least a bit of an easier time because I rolled well on my intelligence check?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a high DC. Okay, well, he just barely got it, but yeah. He looks down at it and says, "That explains why I am awake, at least. There are other undead? A plague of undeath? Or just a
I give
plague of
it.
death?"
But he said three things. He said a plague of undeath, undead, unrelated undead, and plague of death. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he is phrasing it as a question, saying, have there been other undead? Is it a plague that's causing undead, or is it just a plague that's killing people?
Chance is going to hold up 2 fingers and then 3 fingers to try and indicate that it is the second thing he said and the third thing.
He looks at you and says, "Well, as followers of Qaraako, you would have dispatched them, yes?"
Nod.
Assuming that Lemmy's translating all this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming that Limestone's been translating this.
Translating on the fly, yes.
He says, "You will have no need to dispatch of me. And he kind of wanders over back to here, and picks up a tile from the floor, just like he is searching inside of his coffin, and he picks up a slab of stone and begins to work on it with his chisel.
If Chance will, I'll go over and take a look because he's.
And I'll go with. Yeah.
Sure. Make me an insight check.
More wisdom rolls that I'm not good at. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Pretty good.
wow.
He places after about 5 or so minutes, he places the stone tile at your feet so that it's standing vertical, and you can see that it is a depiction of the rest of the pyramid.
Just give us a fucking map.
Very general, very general map of the pyramid. And you can see that there are 2 more floors other than this one that are above you. And you can see that on the map there is depicted another subchamber below the pyramid. On the second floor, you see carving of Minotaur and of what would it be?
Also, can I just say, if anyone here was playing, I say this is kind of unfortunate. I'm kind of glad Starcow's not here because I get the feeling if a Minotaur was here, this guy would have had a very different reaction.
Probably.
Yeah.
So there's a depiction of on the second floor, a depiction of Minotaur surrounding 11 eyes that are carved in a circle. With 10 eyes in a circle surrounding one in the center. And on the top floor, there is a depiction of the sun surrounding a dragon. And below, in the subchamber, there is depicted a key. He turns to Lemmy and says, "I know not what causes this plague. But if you are here to end it, this I can provide in assistance. And he takes the necklace off as well and places it on the ground in front of you.
All right, I bow to him deeply in thanks. I take the moon tile and I motion for Chance to take the stone map if at all possible, because that seems
it's not possible. You might want to like take a picture of it or something.
Okay.
Okay, Chance, and then pull up a bit of parchment, just
draw the map for yourself.
Yep. That seems extremely wise, and I will even after he does that, I think I've got a few parchments and some ink as well. I will do the same just to have a backup, because this seems like very important information to have. So I will be doing. I will also make a copy. So okay.
So the final thing he says to you is, "I'm going to finish my work here, and then I will go back to sleep."
Even though I know he won't understand me, I will give him another bow and say, "I thank you," and that's it. We'll carefully turn and
he says, "I didn't
go back the way we came."
He says, "I didn't understand that at all." Turns back to start chiseling away at the statues, adding some more detail that has been lost over time.
Yep. We will leave him, and then we will leave him be.
Sure.
Yep. He needs his rest.
He needs his nappies.
Sure. Okay. So, only a couple of things left here. You now have all 6 moon tiles. And the hallway that led to this room has a mural in it that receives those 6 moon tiles. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to drag you all into that hallway.
I am so glad he was receptive.
Stone giants are typically neutral.
Yeah, I didn't want to fight the guy.
Specifically, Karen rights are typically neutral. So, after placing the moon tiles into the slots needed, not super hard to do, the door here opens, and inside you see two more coffins that are kind of sitting on the floor.
Hey, we'll check and see if there's anything funky. Or are we going to leave this one be?
Well, it seems like if we've got what we need to move on to some other area and get closer to the cure, that seems like the best way to proceed to me. Unless somebody else really is keen on making extra side trips for, extra things we may or may not need, I'm good with continuing to just move toward the main goal. So whatever we have to do to get, I guess, maybe to this important looking key that's on the map, that seems like that should be what we need to prioritize. So
I don't hate me. I want to see what the hell that fucking moon tiles open up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does the map that we that he made and we took a sketch of, does that point to show where the entranceway to the next floor is? Out of curiosity.
No, it does not. It is as much as he could do to give you hints of what's on the next couple floors in the sub-basement. because it's a stone, and he had 5 minutes. He's also giant. Like, that's as much detail as he could put into that thing.
I'm not complaining. It's more help than we really needed. Well, not needed. More help than we could have asked for.
Valerian, if you are opening any of these coffins, I need you to make any athletic checks, please.
What? No. I said I want to open up the moon thing.
This is one of the moon things that opens. So I assume you're talking about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 places where the moon tiles go. One that you found in the center rooms, and one that's here. So since you opened this one just now, I'm asking if you want to do anything with it.
Okay, yeah, I'll open it.
Okay. Which one are you going for first?
Let's go with my favorite, left.
Okay. Make me an athletics check, please. 17. Perfect.
No, 5. Not that.
Well,
Unless somebody was helping me.
I was assuming that people are helping you.
Yeah.
I'll be
So
more than happy to give a hand. So
the corpse inside of this one has is a standard for a mummy, not alive by any means, not undead, but it is wearing around its neck an untarnished and very beautiful amulet of Qaraako around his neck.
Really big.
We might need it. I asked the group. What do you think?
I say put it back for now.
I'll open up the right one then.
Inside
Sounds
the
good.
right one, there is no corpse, but there is a switch, a lever.
Crunk!
You pulling it?
Crunk! Oh, the lever!
Okay. As you pull the lever, you hear the grinding of stone behind you toward where the sun mural was in the previous hallway.
I guess
Okay.
we'll go check it out.
sounds good to me. If I can move, I think I'm stuck. So, really well.
Inside the door, that's fine. If I make that. So.
Yeah. Thanks.
Drag you all. Fucking. So here, in this chamber, you can see that the sun mural has slid away, revealing on the other side a short set of staircases that lead down to yet another coffin.
Let's check out the other one before we go down. Is that okay with you guys?
Checking out the other. Yeah, I guess so. Like the other
moon tile
place
location?
where we can. Yep.
Yeah, the other. You said there was 2.
There are 2, yes.
Yep.
I didn't know if you meant the other coffin or the other moon tile location.
I meant the other moon tile location, sir.
Sounds great.
Okay. Fast travel activated.
Yay, fast travel.
Okay, so if you will remember, at the base of each of the statues in this hallway, there is a slot for a moon tile to be inserted. So, having placed all of those when you arrive here, you watch as so you came from the southern end of this, You watch as on the other end of the room, the 4 braziers in the corner light up, and the sarcophagus lid slides open on its own, revealing inside a glowing portal of light.
Okay, well, that looks like it goes somewhere important. Do we want to check out the other room before we go wherever this might lead?
I vote we're a portal.
Okay.
I recommend we send the angel someone first.
If it goes too far, it'll de-summon him immediately.
Yeah.
Also, that's just not
That's true.
nice.
That's true. All right. Well, either we're all going through this, or we're all checking out something else. So,
Alright.
I think it's really important that we cure the plague, and this seems like it might give us the best chance of getting to that fast. If
While he's talking, I jump in.
Okay.
I also jump in.
I follow third.
Okay.
Javor jumps in also.
Yep.
We're fucking lemming.
Well, this is a bad idea, but fine.
We're all a bunch of fucking lemmings.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say.
That's still large. Default.
Sphinx.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you jump through the portal of light, you all feel a immense sense of warmth and comfort envelop you, and a pull on your guts as you are shunted upward into the second floor of the pyramid. Where you see here in front of you, there are 6 stone statues just as before, but at the end of this hallway there is a Sphinx statue, and there appears to be 2 other hallways flanking the left and right side of it.
Weird.
The Sphinx statue is covered in hieroglyphics. Let's see what else. And the braziers on the second floor are lit. But it should be.
Okay, I guess has it been an hour that's elapsed since I ritual cast comprehend languages? Because if it has, I'll be more than happy to recast it. I'm definitely in the mood.
At this point, you would be you would be done with comprehend languages.
Okay, I will take the 10 minutes to ritual cast it on myself, and when that's up, my first priority is going to be checking out those hieroglyphics.
Okay. So approaching the Sphinx statue, the hieroglyphics here are a recounting of the story of the 2 brothers, which you already know.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to make mention of that to the party and just kind of look around the different sides of the Sphinx to see if there's any extra details added that I haven't already heard, basically. So,
on the Sphinx itself, or in the alcoves to the left and right of it?
I'd probably look at the Sphinx first, and when I was convinced that there wasn't anything new to spot there, I'd probably go check out the left alcove first.
Okay. Let's see.
See if there's any kind of writing in there. So
yeah. Inside of this alcove, there is another mural The mural shows the mighty sun god Qaraako holding aloft his resplendent mace, his vengeful face twisted in a furious snarl and framed by the dark fur of his mane, leers at the depiction of a defeated minotaur who lies slain at his feet. There is an inscription below the mural, written on a plaque that reads, "The mighty savior Qaraako with his holy sword held high, mane bright and golden as the rays of the sun, vanquishing the deceiver."
Okay, I will definitely go, relay that back and probably attempt to get through to the other side and see if there's anything in the right alcove. So,
sure. In the right alcove, the mural depicts a cloaked, sinister, panther-like tabaxi absconding with a broken mirror. This is Rian Kodesh, fallen god of lies and darkness, stealing Qaraako's mirror, a crime for which he would be eternally punished. The inscription below the mural reads, "Rian Kodesh, visage of peace and charity, his lustrous fur shining brightly, a beacon of hope for his people."
Well, that's odd. It just doesn't look like the picture is especially.
It's odd how the picture is not very charitable. With the writing is. It's
out of agreement with the text, so that's weird.
History is written by the victor.
No, but like the thing is, like the history is written here different, or at least the description here is different than what's in the image.
Yeah, I would probably I'd go right to Chance and bring this up and say, whatever else is going on, I don't see how those both could have been done at the same time. Would you be able to figure out if one of them happened earlier than the other, or something like that?
Odd.
I'm just not too familiar with antiques and that sort of historical stuff, so if there's any way you can figure out which came first, that might provide some kind of clue what's going on. I'll help you look at it if you think that'll be any use, but you do seem like you've had a pretty good handle on some of this ancient stuff.
I would like to think as much, at the very least. Okay. So
if you want to take a look at it, you can make, I will say either, you can do one of three checks. You can do either an insight check, a religion check, or a history check.
And I'll be more than happy to help on whatever check he's doing.
A history check.
Insight.
A history check is probably what I'm best at. So just do that.
No, I'm giving him the
Guidance.
Guidance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm gonna just do what I can to help look over it, so.
Sure.
Alright, so I assume I get my profession die for the history check.
No. Not this time.
Okay.
This is recalling information. This is not interacting with stuff as much.
That's a 31.
Yeah, easy enough.
Nice.
Easy enough to figure out that these are depictions of something that happened in history, but there are discrepancies in the murals when juxtaposed with their caption. So stuff is not aligning correctly with the history that you know about these two characters.
Oh, that's a good point. Because something seemed off about the other one, didn't it? Because there wasn't there a mention of, I'm trying to remember, for Qaraako, Because it was mentioning him holding a sword, but the picture seemed to show more of like a mace-like object. I don't know if that matters. But those two things aren't the same thing. Why would it be different?
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna go back to the mural of Qaraako, and I'm gonna feel around both the word sword and the mace on the mural and see if there's any give. I'm not gonna press hard enough to where there is a button. It's not gonna be pressed, but I'm gonna know that there's a button.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check, please.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
That's pretty much what you needed. So as you're kind of tracing your fingers along the mural specifically, when you get to the mace, you notice something strange where your fingertips touch the stone. You notice that your fingers sink a little bit further into the stone than stone would normally allow. And you think that there is some illusory magic here at play. For all intents and purposes, this is a solid object. There are no hidden buttons or whatever that you can feel. But you know that there is something illusory about the mural specifically.
So if I lose my hand, you owe me a new hand. And Chance is going to reach his hand into the mural where the mace was, because he said that my hand sunk in.
A little bit, like maybe a quarter of an inch. This is not like an alcove on the inside. This is like an illusion covering a flat surface.
Got it. Okay, I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah. Otherwise, the wall is entirely solid, but there's a very thin veil of magic covering some parts of it.
There's an illusion here. You notice, stone shouldn't have this kind of give. And is it just over the mace area, or is it the whole thing?
With that intelligence check, and knowing to check for things, you notice that the veil exists in several places. It exists over the mace, but also over Qaraako's head and around the Minotaur.
Fascinating.
Well, okay. Well, if these are stone carvings, would it be possible to feel through the overlay and see if it's possible to feel the shape that is under the illusion? Like to see what I'm saying? Like to
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be to roll, but yeah, it seems like.
I mean, to interpret something by touch alone without seeing it.
Yeah.
Especially a hieroglyph that's not a written language that you could trace.
Yeah.
It would be a very high intelligence save, not saving throw, intelligence check.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it a try, I guess, on whichever. I guess probably on the Minotaur. I'll just try to feel around and see if it feels like something that's not Minotaur shaped. So, roll an intelligence, see what happens. So, okay.
Not a save.
Not great. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. Sorry about that. Is that one? Okay, that should do it. Nah, still not great. So
14.
Probably not.
You do note that the carving where the grooves should be on the carving that you see are not the grooves that you feel with your fingers.
Yeah.
But interpreting what that is on the other side, you're unsure.
I guess I could try. Let's see. I don't know what else I could do except maybe see what I've got handy. No.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
I know we're basically at the end of the session here. I want to see.
Yeah.
I'll give you like one more thing you can do before we end.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just. All I can think of was maybe to try to put a piece of parchment over it, rub some kind of something over the parchment, and see if I can get an impression of the carving that's physically there. That's all I've got, though, and I'm not sure if I have coal or anything like that handy. That would be a good. Like, I guess I've got some chalk, so if it would do anything, yeah, I guess I could just press parchment over and then try to do a chalk rubbing of what's underneath. That's all I can think to do.
I mean, there's charcoal in the braziers, I suppose.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah, that'd probably give a darker image. So yeah, I'll just do that. Take a piece of charcoal and use it for a charcoal rubbing.
So the last thing I'll say before we end for the day is, as you kind of you put a piece of parchment up against the wall and rub it. Where are you putting this?
Yeah.
Which section of the wall?
I am probably what I tried before with the Minotaurs. I'd probably try it on the Minotaur section and just rub over the Minotaurs with the charcoal on top of the parchment. So
okay.
Like,
as you rub the parchment over this depiction of the Minotaur, the picture that appears on the parchment is not the same. Instead, you get a depiction of Rian Kodesh in supplication, on hands and knees.
yeah, I'm gonna hold that up to chance and say this is not a Minotaur.
As you say that, out loud, the Minotaur illusion drifts away from the stone, and you see the rubbing that you took is now in place. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Okay.
We're going to stop right there for the day. We'll finish up with that puzzle next week, or whatever we play next. And until then, we'll see you guys later.
Awesome.